Hello! In this video we are going to learn about the command line history. So if I go to my desktop now, so I will execute cd desktop, and if you press your up arrow key on your keyboard, this will bring up your last command. And if you keep pressing your up arrow key, you can navigate through your previous commands, and you can do that like for a long time. And by default, most Linux distributions will remember the last 500 commands. So let's do it one more time. So for example, let's execute the date command. So if I press up, now this will bring the date, and if I press up again, this will bring the cd desktop, right? So let's do like date, calendar, ls, and now if I press up, I will have ls. If I press up again, I will have calendar, and if I press up again, I will have date, and so on. And if you press your down key, you navigate the other way around. So this is actually very helpful. And even if you didn't type anything at all, like I mean, if you press like for example blah blah enter, although like blah blah is not a command, if you press your up arrow key, it will also show. Okay, so you might ask yourself, why is this useful? So for example, let's say you go here to like back to your home directory, and then you said cd desktop. So you made the typo here, right? So if you execute this command, of course it will not, because I have a typo in my desktop. So I don't need to retype everything again. I can just use my up arrow key, and this will bring up my last thing that I executed, and then I will just delete the T, add a P, and I'm done. So as you can see, this will save you a lot of typing. However, there are some limitations, right? So let's say for example that you installed a software and the commands were so hard and so long, and you did this like 1 month ago, right? So it will not be very logical to just keep pressing your up arrow key until you find your commands, right? So instead, there is another command which is extremely useful, which is called the history command. So if you press history and you just hit enter, so if you type history and you execute this command, this will show you all the commands that you executed on your system. As you can see, I have, like right now, I have 2018 commands. And actually, you know, the last one was history that I just executed. It's included here. So the most recent will be the last ones. And you can keep navigating here. You see, all these are commands that we executed, and I of course executed. Okay, so for example, what if you want to, for example, clear your screen, right? As you can see here, the commands are numbered, and the clear command is on the number 1998. So if I want to use this command, I can just say ! 1998, and this will clear my screen. Awesome. Let's do it one more time. So here I have my date command in the line 2009. So if I want to show the date, I will just say ! 2009, and I hit enter, and this will show the date as you can see. And I can show the calendar 2010, okay, ! 2010, and this will show the calendar. And I can even show one of the very early commands. So let's say, for example, I have, you see, this one, for example, make directory, directory 1, directory 2. This was like 1287. So if I go back here and just say exclamation mark 1287, this will make 2 directories, as you can see here. So the history command is extremely useful, as you can see. And not only that, there are some options that you can use with the history command. So if you say history 10, for example, this will show you the last 10 commands. And if you say history 20, this will show you the last 20 commands that you executed. And of course, you see, the last 2 commands I just did are actually included in this list. Okay, awesome. So what if you want to actually edit your history of commands? So in your home directory, so if you go to your home directory, so I'll just use cd tilde, you can actually find a file called .bash_history. So if you open this file with any text editor, for example, I'll use here like gedit .bash_history. It's a hidden file, as you can see, because it begins with 1 dot. So if you open this file, you can actually see the same thing. So you can see your history here, right? However, you can edit your history. So you can delete your history. You can even add stuff that you didn't do. So you can here say, I'm just making stuff up here. So if you want, for example, to manipulate your history, you can do that by opening up your .bash_history file, which is very actually useful. Sometimes you don't need anyone to see your history file of commands, so you can just go here and edit it in your home directory. Okay, so I'll just save it here. Okay, and actually this will not show up right now. You have to restart your system for these changes to reflect. Okay, and you can actually like change or rename your history file. So I can make it visible, not a hidden file, right? I can just say move.bash history to bash history. So right now my bash_history file is not invisible anymore. Okay, one more thing before we end up this video. I'll clear my screen here. So you can do the same thing with another command. So you can clear, if you want to clear your entire history, this is also possible with the history command. So right now I'll just say history, and as you can see I have all these commands, like 2032 commands. If you want to clear up your entire history, you just say history space -c, and this will clear your history. So if I execute my history command again, as you can see there is nothing, except the only one is my history command. So you see here I have nothing in my history except the last 2 commands that I executed. Okay, so if I just make clear date, calendar, and then history, now I'll have around, like you see, 6 commands only. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And actually a lot of, like, in many times we use the history command when we like install a package and you don't remember how to install it and stuff like that. It's very, very useful. And also don't forget about your up and down arrow keys. This is very useful when you have a typo and you don't need to retype everything again. You can just use your up and down arrow keys. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Ciao.